42-year-old music artist from the Bronx, New York, Tish Hyman, on Sunday was booted from Gold's Gym in Los Angeles after getting into a heated confrontation with an unidentified trans woman. Tish Hyman filed complaint against this trans woman for using the alleged women's locker room at the Gold's Gym. Ms. Hyman stated that she had written a number of complaints. Her, as well as other women at the gym, had written a number of complaints in regards to the man entering the women's locker room, harassing women, and looking at other women unclothed themselves. This is not the only time where women's rights have been violated and not protected. In California, inclusive access laws backed by Governor Gavin Newsom have collided with basic safety and privacy concerns. In regards to recent events at the EsO Fitness gym, now owned by EsO Fitness, a number of media outlets as well as women's activists and former college swimmer that made controversial statement, Riley Gaines, reacted to Hyman's video. In her X post, Riley Gaines praised the singer Tish Hyman for her statement for women. Gaines stated in her X post, and I quote, "God bless you for speaking the truth loudly. If we saw boldness like this in 2020, this insanity would never have been allowed." In 2020, it was the year Olympics featured the first ever in history transgender and non-binary athletes to compete in women's sport. It was because of the 2020 Tokyo Olympics that women such as women activists and former Riley Gaines, as well as singer Tish Hyman, feel that women still voices are not being heard and are not being treated equal to their male counterpart.
I stand with the women. Somebody has to. So it might as well be me, right? Everybody else can go virtue signal and do their I'm going to stand with the women. Okay?
A number of people are in support of singer Tish Hyman.
Wondering, all you feminists and those that are supposed to protect women's rights and women's spaces and everything like that, where are you at right now? Where are you at? I need to hear you guys a little bit louder.
For those however, others are not in support. Some have remained silent of her. So much that the fitness gym, formerly known as Gold's Gym, EsO Fitness, not only called the police on both the transgender woman as well as the singer Tish Hyman, but Tish Hyman was not kicked out of the building and her membership was revoked. And EsO Fitness, formerly known as Gold's Gym, till this day has not released a statement at all or even an apology. Why has Gold Gym not apologized? It is thanks to, in response to President Trump's executive order banning transgender women participating in women's sport, as well as banning transgender operation funds within federal prison and detention center.
The war on women's sports is over. Under the Trump administration, we will defend the proud tradition of female athletes, and we will not allow men to beat up, injure, and cheat our women and our girls. From now on, women's sports will be only for women.
The state of California responded to President Trump's 2 executive orders back in January by implementing the Gender Recognition Act, SB 179 of 1955, which protects gender self-identification, meaning gyms can't intervene if someone claims access to a facility that does not match their biological gender. Also in January, Governor Gavin Newsom signed the Assembled Bill AB 1955, aka Safety Act, that prevents schools from notifying parents about students' gender identity or using different pronouns. This act is done without the parents' consent as well as protecting the identity and gender of transgender students from pre-K all the way to college. I am so glad that people like Tish are actually speaking up for women on a positive note rather than people like Megan Thee Stallion that does nothing but twerk every day. Acts and bills that are going on in California that keep women 10 steps behind, biological women 10 steps behind, as well as forcing parents to have those uncomfortable conversations to their 5 and 2-year-old on what the difference is between a woman, a man, a transgender, an asexual, and everything above. What are your thoughts? Was singer Tish Hyman right for telling her stance in regards to the trans woman entering women's locker room of Gold's Gym? Or was Gold Gym right for revoking her membership? Should President Trump make more executive orders in regards to women rights? This is Politic Graham.
I feel violated. I be in here. He goes, don't me. I'm a woman. I have a right to be in here. Immediately, things. I just believe in treating people how I want to be treated.